guys, this is Dan Rescue for the update of my new of these titles I just got this week from eBay, even from my thrift store at the Casona Mall in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. And today is October the 18th, 2020. Here's one of the tapes I got this week in the mail, something like that. Let's start with one of the rarest Disney tapes I just got recently this week in the mail. I had to pay about exactly $40 for it. Here it is. Here's the original first release of Disney's Mary Poppins. This is the 1980 original, one of the earlier Neon Mickey tapes. Now that makes about 4 copies of Mary Poppins I have on VHS. In one of my future videos, I'm going to show you how many copies I have for Mary Poppins on VHS. The most triumphant musical fantasy ever filmed by Los Angeles Herald-Examiner. Yep. This movie receives 4 Academy Awards, but I'm not going to tell you all the details. Stars with Julie Andrews, Dick Van Dyke, David Tomlinson, Gladys John, even with Katie Dot Rice, Matthew Garber, Edwin, and Arthur Treacher, the cop. Edwin plays Uncle Albert. The same Edwin did the Mad Hatter's voice for Alice in Wonderland. Used to be on the Edwin TV show back in the late 40s and early 50s, just for TV. Here's what the sticker label looks like. Yep. Has no print date on it. This is like considered like a formal rental tape or something. It says, for sale only, not includes for rental. The next one we have here is one of the great Disney climax sci-fi movies of all times. 1954's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That's another Neon Mickey VHS tape I have. Yep. The other one I have personally is this is not the slow version, this is the fast version. This is about originally for 2 hours. Yep. That stars with Kirk Douglas, James Mason, Paul Lucas, and Peter Lorre. Directed by Richard Fleischer, the son of Max Fleischer, the one who made Betty Boop and Popeye cartoons back in the 30s. A memorable scene in this Disney classic when they battle against the giant squid. A memorable part in movie history. They don't put exactly the minutes in there. It has no print date on it. Yep. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was reissued in 1985 when they made it in a slow version, and Naders in 1986. Same thing for Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Made in Japan. This is a pretty good Disney film that you don't want to miss for the whole entire family. Now we have here, it's not exactly a VHS, it happens to be the Betamax tape. That is the 10 Three Stooges volume I just got on eBay this week in the mail. It's only cost like only about $2. This Three Stooges volume has some good shorts. The ones I show you from my previous videos. This volume has Spook Louder from 1943, Men in Black from 1934, and If the Body Meets the Body from 1945, the remake from the Laurel Hardy murder case in 1930. Doesn't say VHS, says Beta Hi-Fi. Beta tapes look so small then compared to VHS. Yep. See, I'll show you what the tape looks like. Beta tapes are so small. This tape was printed in the 42nd week of 1984, something like that. Here's like another tape I just got this week at the thrift store. It's not really for me to keep. It's going to be for selling just for eBay. One of the funniest films of 1984 is Ghostbusters. with Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Siskel Revert, Harold Ramis, Ernie Hudson, and Rick Moranis. Oh, speaking about Rick Moranis, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Rick Moranis has got mugged by some punk kid in Central Park in New York City, and that's why this is how he ended up going to the hospital, because he had to do some evaluation about his health or something. Yep, Rick Moranis is pretty bad at this time at 67. Yep, and this tape is not an original release of the Ghostbusters. This happens to be a 1986 reprint of Ghostbusters. Well, the original release of it in 1985, it has the previews for Perfect, Passes to India, Karate Kid, just one of the guys, and Starman. This is the 1986 sticker label reprint. Yep. And this tape was printed in a 48 week of 1986. Yep. And this is why I'm going to sell this tape anyway. Just for eBay. The next tape we have here, that is like one of the Monty Python films called The Time Bandits. It was made in 1982. Here's what the back looks like. Yep. This is just an ex-former rental tape. This is from Paramount Home Video release in 1982. I think it was in 83, I'm not that sure. And this film probably has with Terry Gilliam and maybe has Sean Connery in it, but who knows? I'm just trying to open up this damn gate box. This film also has with John Cleese, John Cleese, Shelley Duvall, Ivan Hum, and Sean Connery. I don't see no Eric Idle in there. Yep. The Monty Python is just a popular comedy series since it did it on TV back in the 70s. Here's what the tape looks like from 1983 or something. This tape has got to be printed in a 45th week of 1984. This happens to be considered to be like a reprint, not a 1983. Okay, now I got something to keep for my own. That is the Disney Simply Mad About the Mouse, and it has some popular music video clips with some artists who sings these Disney songs. Like Billy Joel sings "When You Wish Upon a Star." LL Cool J sings "Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf?" Harry Connick Jr. sings "The Bare Necessities." Bobby McFerrin sings "Siamese Cats." And Michael Bolton sings "A Dream is a Wish." And this is the 1991 VHS release of this from Buena Vista Home Video. And this tape is only about 36 minutes, 35 or something. Here's the ink label. Yep. This tape was printed on September 13th, 1991. Yep. That's the end of that. And I got some books I got this week from the Salvation, from like the Goodwill. Here's the Berenstain Bear Spooky Shadows, and this was published in 1992. I thought it was like printed it during the 80s. And this is just like compared to the one called In the Dark in 1983 story. Yep, remember that? I used to have that on VHS when like Sister Bear's afraid of the dark and she uses the nightlight. Yep. I used to have those Berenstain Bears VHS tapes. The next one I have here is one of the early Arthur books, like Arthur's Eyes, originally published in 1979. I have it on VHS with the Reading Rainbow, told by Bill Cosby. This is not a hardcover. This is actually a reprint from 1989, like to mark the 10th anniversary of it. The next book I have that I got was the Sesame Street's Pet Show. This is made from the Sesame Street Book Club series. This is made in 1980, 40 years ago. Pearl Kingsley illustrate this book. Yep. I'm not going to show you all the pages, I'm showing you some. The next book I have here is The Puppy Book, and this puppy book was published made by Golden Press, New York, in 1968, over 50 years ago. This is like pretty rarest. Look at that. It's a pretty rare book, you know, and it's really hard to find. Oh, look at that. And the last book I have here on this video is Molly Moves to Sesame Street. This is like another Sesame Street book I have. It was made in 1980. Show you what the pages looks like. You know, I've been collecting a lot of Sesame Street books lately. I like these old 80s Sesame Street books. I don't care about the 90s. I even like the ones made in the 70s when Jim Henson was alive. Be a Bird Watcher. Yep, made by PBS. So that wraps it up with my updates of my VHS tapes. And I'll see you next time for any updates with these VHS tapes. Until then, stay safe.